Welcome to Biblical Inspirations collection of verses on meditation as read from the World English Bible Translation. Philippians 4 verse 8. Finally, brothers, whatever things are true, whatever things are honorable, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue, and if there is any praise, think about these things. Psalm 1 verses 1 through 3. Blessed is the man who doesn't walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in God's law. On his law he meditates day and night. He will be like a tree planted by the streams of water, that produces its fruit in its season, whose leaf also does not wither. Whatever he does shall prosper. Joshua 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it, for then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall have good success. Psalm 119 verse 15 through 16. I will meditate on your precepts, and consider your ways. I will delight myself in your statutes. I will not forget your word. Psalm 119 verse 97. How I love your law. It is my meditation all day. Psalm 119 verse 148. My eyes stay open through the night watches, that I might meditate on your word. Psalm 63 verses 1 through 6. God, you are my God. I will earnestly seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you, in a dry and weary land, where there is no water. So I have seen you in the sanctuary, watching your power and your glory. Because your loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise you. So I will bless you while I live. I will lift up my hands in your name. My soul shall be satisfied as with the richest food. My mouth shall praise you with joyful lips, when I remember you on my bed, and think about you in the night watches. Psalm 77 verse 12. I will also meditate on all your work, and consider your doings. Psalm 104 verse 34. Let your meditation be sweet to him. I will rejoice in God. Psalm 143 verse 5. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all your doings. I contemplate the work of your hands. 1 Timothy 4 verse 15. Be diligent in these things. Give yourself wholly to them, that your progress may be revealed to all. Deuteronomy 6 verses 6 through 7. These words, which I command you today, shall be on your heart, and you shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. Deuteronomy 11 verses 18 through 19. Therefore you shall lay up these words of mine in your heart and in your soul, you shall bind them for a sign on your hand, and they shall be for symbols between your eyes. You shall teach them to your children, talking of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. Psalm 19 verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, God, my rock, and my redeemer. Psalm 105 verses 4 through 5. Seek God and his strength. Seek his face forevermore. Remember his marvelous works that he has done, his wonders, and the judgments of his mouth. Proverbs 2 verses 1 through 5. My son, if you will receive my words, and store up my commandments within you, so as to turn your ear to wisdom, and apply your heart to understanding, yes, if you call out for discernment, and lift up your voice for understanding, if you seek her as silver, and search for her as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of God, and find the knowledge of God. Proverbs 4 verses 20 through 22. My son, attend to my words. Turn your ear to my sayings. Let them not depart from your eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart. For they are life to those who find them, and health to their whole body. Colossians 3 verse 16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, in all wisdom teaching and admonishing one another with psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your heart to the Lord. 2 Timothy 2 verse 15. Give diligence to present yourself approved by God, a workman who doesn't need to be ashamed, properly handling the word of truth. Hebrews 4 verse 12. For the word of God is living and active, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing of soul and spirit, of both joints and marrow, and is able to discern the thoughts and intentions of the heart. James 1 verses 22 through 25. But be doers of the word, and not only hearers, deluding your own selves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man looking at his natural face in a mirror, for he sees himself, and goes away, and immediately forgets what kind of man he was. But he who looks into the perfect law of freedom and continues, not being a hearer who forgets but a doer of the work, this man will be blessed in what he does.